Alright, here's a simple woodworking project using 2 pieces of cordwood. Hardwood. I'm going to show you how to make it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of cordwood. I'm going to use this thinner edge for the handle. And the way I'm going to do that is I set my circular saw full depth, and I'm going to clean this piece of wood up for the handle. Most likely by doing something like that. Oh, nice. This is still pretty thick for a handle, so what I'm going to do is I want to, right around here, I want to split this nice piece of wood off. Be a nice handle, and what better way to do that is with an axe, lined up around there. I'm going to hit with my old sledgehammer. My mallet that I use, but it leaves, see that? It leaves black scuff marks. That's no good. I don't want that. And then I think like a handle length, so I'm gonna like match my hammer kind of up to this, and that's what I'm gonna use for a handle length. So I'm just gonna kind of like mark off a little bit where I want. I just want to give it a little shape. I'm gonna come down here a little bit. Give it that slight hourglass figure. Bring it back up into the butt. Bring it back down. Come back out. And right here is the part where I'm going to have the actual part of the hammer going to be rest into, is this part. Like the hourglass figure cut going on here. Alright, I know it may look like an awkward shape right now, but I want this flat part nice and wide for my grip. There's your stop, nice little butt right there. And we'll just the best keep part about this project is you can do it however you want. There's no specific dimensions or anything like that. Like I just took a chunk of wood, kind of just started cutting it out, and kind of like art, you just do what you like, no specific measurements to cut it out. So I'm going to use this right now here, and I'm going to start doing a little bit of shaping, smooth off the edges like a rough shape. Alright, no pressure here, just going to take off, throw on a fresh 60 grit. That'll really help get more of the contour that I want. Alright, next I want to mark out how wide I want the hammer part of the hammer to be. So that's going to go into there. So I'm guessing, what was that? Maybe like 2.5 on that side. 2.5 on that side, that's 5 inch. Don't forget your safety glasses. Next, here's the handle. I want to true up this piece a little bit better. That's going to go into the hammer, business end of the hammer. You know it's kind of rough still, so. I guess this is where I gotta do some thinking. So, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be up in there like that. So I got all this extra room here. So that's the base of the hammer. I really probably want to chop about
Save
that much
glasses.
off right there. Check. The way I hold the hammer. I'm trying to figure out the center of that. Just gonna eyeball it. The center piece of wood there. My square. That looks good. My square. I'm gonna have to figure out how to cut that out now. And I guess just for the heck of it, I'm gonna score the line that I marked out with the chisel. Well, I'm just gonna use one of these bits on my router. Stick that sucker in there. And do a couple passes, see what kind of depth I can get out of it. Alright, what it's going to come down to now is got my hole all the way through. There's the square edge, so I'm going to just chisel the rest of it out. I'm going to score around my line right now on the back side. Is actually going to be the top. I'm going for round 2 of my my hammer making. Second night. First night I spent about an hour and a half messing around with this. Just wanted to show you a few things. As an aspiring woodworker, I'm a cheap son of a gun. I try to buy most of my tools used. And that being said, antique stores and pawn shops are a great place to buy used stuff. Okay, what I'm going to do really quick next, I'm going to round these edges just a little bit on that there sander. So the piece of wood that I used when I was chopping up the piece of cordwood for the axe, it's already kind of got a wedge shape, so I'm going to snip off 2 long pieces. I love it when I don't have to really make stuff, so it's perfect. That's a perfect wedge. I don't ever plan on this having to take it off. If it breaks, it breaks down the road, but just kind of goop that on there, a little bit inside. Yeah, get that right in there. What is that? No pressure? Just kind of. I am not a precise woodworker. I like the rusticness of stuff. Certain things I'm precise, like I said before, in my sign making I try to be precise. But when it comes to stuff like this, I just like to Bob Ross it up. He's precise, but he's all about just do whatever makes you feel happy. Go out and talk to that piece of wood before you decide to cut it up. Alright. Right where I want it. What I do. Since I'm not a precise woodworker, see the little holes and gaps? Not very many, just a little bit there. Got some just hardwood that I'm going to stick in there. Take my hammer. bone brush, don't matter. I actually just like using the paper towel, and then after I get it soaked in there, I just keep rubbing it until it's dry off another paper towel. Alright, and there you have it. My wooden mallet. I kind of like it. I can't wait to hit something with it. Play with wood. So we'll do the trick. Pretty much just fun, easy make. You can do it however you want. And I lied. Hang on one sec. Coming back. I was going to make this out of 2 pieces of cordwood. Actually, I made it out of 1. And this is the other piece that was part of that one. I never even used this piece. So you can make it out of 1 piece of cordwood. I made this hammer out of something that just looked like this. Not bad, guys. Pretty cool. So let's see what else I can make or break.